Hey guys, it's Medicosis Perfectionalis, where medicine makes perfect sense. Let's continue our anesthesiology playlist. In the previous video, we have talked about pharmacokinetics. Today, it's time for pharmacodynamics. With that said, now let's get started. Please watch these 4 videos in this playlist in order. Let's answer the questions of the previous video. First question, should the patient stop the beta blockers on the day before surgery? Next, should the patient stop the beta blockers on the day of surgery? The answers to both questions is shut up. You do not stop them before surgery. You should take beta blockers now, you should take the beta blockers on the day of the surgery, and you should continue to take the beta blockers even after the surgery. Otherwise, if you stop them, the beta-1 receptor will be upregulated, leading to increased heart rate, stroke volume, cardiac output, blood pressure, which increases your ischemic risk. Anesthesia is general, regional, or local. General is inhaled or IV, regional is neuraxial, limb, or others, local is ester or amides. You need to know every single word in this chart. Pharmacokinetics is what your body does to the drug, but pharmacodynamics is what the drug does to your body. We have talked about pharmacokinetics in the last video. Don't forget absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. This is pharmacokinetics. Now it's time for pharmacodynamics. What your drug does to your body. Here's the drug, here's the receptor. The drug is gonna get attached to the receptor like a key in a lock, like a truck in a dock. The receptor could be on the outside or on the inside. Here is the ligand, here's the receptor. And I've told you before, whenever you have a disease with type 1 and type 2, usually type 1, the problem is in the ligand, type 2, the problem is in the receptor. Case in point, diabetes mellitus and diabetes insipidus. In my physiology playlist, we have talked about functions of proteins in the cell membrane. And as you recall, cell membrane proteins are either integral or peripheral. Integral, the channels, the carriers, the pumps. Peripheral, enzymes, receptors, GPI, anchor proteins. Does anyone remember paroxysmal nocturnal hemoglobinuria? Cell membrane protein, structural, integral, and peripheral. Integral, channels, carriers, and the channels could be gated or non-gated. However, the peripheral, they are the receptors, the enzymes, the G proteins, the identity proteins. Today, it's time to talk about receptors. Receptors are proteins. All of your receptors are proteins, no exception. All of your receptors are proteins. When Romeo met Juliet is when the ligand meets the receptor. And then what's gonna happen when they meet each other? You can open or close a channel. You can stimulate or inhibit a pump. You can start a genomic action. During rest, your resting membrane potential